Hi everyone. How are you doing today? Hopefully well. Today we're going to be making a book again. I told you I didn't want to get into that making book habit, but here we are. These cards are the cards that I got from the thrift store that I thought would be a little bit more sturdy, but they are thin, thin, thin. So I thought we would use these because they have kitty cats on them and we're making a Halloween book. Okay. So we're going to use one as that. And this is from the Pep Art, I think is what it's called. I think they have those in the malls. All right, so let's go ahead and burnish this down. And we're going to be using that paper that I got from the reuse store that I told you I went to. I, I'm kind of tempted to go today, being that it's Saturday, but I have real adult stuff I got to get done today, so I can't do it today. All right. I'm going to cover this one up because it's faded, if you can't tell. This one's, I think it's supposed to be black, but it faded. Just make sure it's lined up. I'll burnish again. I may actually run to, I have errands to run today that I want to do. I was supposed to do them yesterday and I did not get a chance to do them. I prefer, even though it's summertime, I do prefer to get my errands done during the week because people are at work. On the weekend, people are not at work most of the time, right? Even if the kiddos are out of school in the summertime, most people are planning something with them. Planning to do something with the kids. So, yeah, I prefer trying to get all my errands done during the week. So, I'm going to leave this portion open because I want to make a pocket. Not a real pocket, but a tag spot. And I think that we will not finish this one today. I do think that it's going to be a two-part, so we'll get it done on Monday, maybe, because tomorrow is Sunday, and that's our 52 weeks of color inspiration, where we color a pretty object. And this is the last week, the last Sunday in June, so we're going to be doing the collective one from the coloring books that we purchased. I did go to. I'm trying to push it down, even though it looks like I may be pushing it back up, and that's okay if we get a little bit of push up on here. That's great. Um, I'm not sure if you watched that video that I talked about. I watched another person talking about over consumerism and coloring books, how TikTok has kind of ruined the coloring book and book um, genre. I actually checked out a book from the library recently because libraries do exist, and I always tell people that if you want a book, go to the library and see if they have it first before you actually purchase it. Like, don't waste your money on a book unless you really, really want to get that book. This is an 8 by 8 paper pad. It's double sided and it's Martha Stewart, and I got that from there as well. It looks like we're going with green and black. Not sure why, but that's what it looks like. I really would like to use the entire paper pad. Not at one time. I tried that before, and ooh, that is not. That was not a very pleasant or smart idea. And I think I need an orange one. Well, I would like an orange one. I did a flip through this already. I don't think I'm going to be able to use orange. Because while those faces are cutesy, the stickers that I'm using have a different vibe to them. I probably didn't need 3 sheets of paper, but I got it anyway. Okay, so we're gonna make these 4 by 5 1/4. That way we can use two, right? So this should be 4 on the money. And the bad part is it has that little edging on there, and that's okay. So that's 2. And we really only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 8 because I'm going to use the backs of that. So we're going to cut this sliver off, okay? So we're going to go 4 1/4. I mean 5 1/4. We're just going to do 4 and 4. You probably were thinking that, right? You could save it. Yep, I wasn't thinking. And here we go. 5 1/4. 4 and 4. That kind of just worked out. Did not have that planned like that at all. All right, so I want to keep this face. I think I'm gonna put this one here first. Yeah, I like that. And then let's do orange. Then the green googly eyes. Then black. Then the lines. Uh-oh. He's sacrificing his little face. Let's do this. All right. Let's go ahead and get this gluing going on. I have been thinking, I haven't watched a lot of videos recently, crafty book videos, and I have to get back into that um, because I believe that when you watch, if you are a person that does something, right, whatever it is, say if you are a farmer and you're still learning all of the techniques and things like that, watching another person talk about their farm growth, reading a book, it helps you do better on your farm, right? So I haven't been watching a lot of um, crafting videos this last week. This week that just passed was probably the most stressful week in June that I had. Very what if ish kind of things. And I don't know if you all function on what if. I do not like what if. I'm not a big what if person. I just want to get it done, right? I would prefer if you told me something, then we're going to do it like that. Like, I prefer that way. Don't what if me. Don't say, well, this is that. I don't really work in the hypothesis anymore. Like back in the day when I was younger, I'd probably be like, well, what if this happened? Blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. And now I'm kind of like, just tell me. Like I hate when people say I got to tell you something later. Don't tell me later. Tell me now, cause now I'm like, ooh, what is it? You know, or we need to talk. I had watched. Or did I read a book? I think I read a book where it was like never tell. It was a leadership book, I believe. Never tell somebody you need to talk, and you want to talk to them at 3:30. because now that person can't even perform their job, right? Because they are thinking, what did I do? Am I getting fired? Did I do something wrong? Blah, 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 blah. Did they catch me stealing condiments out the staff lounge or something? I don't know. It's just something that in my opinion, I've learned over time. Or if you're dating someone and you're like, you know what? I've been thinking about this situation and we need to talk. And they're like, oh boy. And I think guys tend to take we need to talk as you're doing something wrong. Because I've told the big roommate that before. Like, I want to talk to you about this. I want to talk to you later on when you get home about some stuff. And he's like, no, tell me now. I was like, I can't tell you now. I want to talk about it. I want to see your face, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, tell me now. So I told him, I was like, I want to cut the bush off the backyard. Why didn't you just tell me that? Because I want to go outside and discuss the bush cutting with him at that point, not, and he was like, oh, I was like, I don't ever tell people, like, I want to talk to you, it did as bad. I would just be like, you know what, I'm not happy. This is dumb, or I don't, I prefer it that way. Where sometimes I do think that we tend to be more the opposite. Okay, I'm gonna try to make another pocket, but is this the same? Oh no. Ah, never mind. I don't want a pocket in the pocket in the pocket. Does it make sense? Like I didn't want the pocket in the pocket in the pocket in the pocket of the pocket for the pocket. I wanna do some washi tape cards, but I have to find specific washi that I want to do. I want to do a postal journal. There's a few things I really want to get done this year. I don't know if I'm gonna get them done, but like a postal journal. A postal journal is, um, in my mind, is where you have a lot of mail ephemera in it, postcards, so you can make some postcards for people. I have like 5 projects that I want to get done before school starts back up. I have some due outs. A due out is something that's overdue or needs to be done. Um, did we not put an orange down? We did. These books are fairly stress free if you have a good plan of action. If you don't have a good plan and you're kind of like limping along, like I did the other day with the other book, yeah, I gathered all the material that I wanted to do for today in this book. So we may finish earlier. I don't know. And by early, I mean we may not have a two-parter, but we'll see. This little scraper works really good. I saw a scraper at Hobby Lobby, I think. Because there's only two now, right? Hobby Lobby and Michael's. And I talked about this yesterday. That Dollar Tree is going up on their price again to $1.50 to $1.75. And I asked the lady, I said, well, what are the crafts going up to? And she was like, 175. I don't know if that's true. If she understood what I was asking her, not saying that she didn't understand, but maybe she was looking at the paper wrong. I just want to say that I probably will not be shopping at the Dollar Tree that frequent. I'm still going to shop at inexpensive stores, but I have a lot of craft stuff. Like, if we were to say, okay, no more, except for like glue, tape, you can only buy glue and tape. How many of us could be like, I'm good for the next X amount of years? I think I would fall in that category of I'm okay. you know, um, open this up. And I like to buy D-stashes. And I like to go thrifting because it's a lot of stuff that I have never seen. Would not spend all that money on it as a regular purchaser of that supply. But when I see something that costs $30 at the thrift store for 5 or 10, I'm like, that's a really good deal. And it's brand new in the pack that's never been opened because she obviously, the crafter, when I say she, obviously didn't use it either. All right. We may not be able to use this one. Let's put this one to the side. I saw an image in there that I liked, but I'll just show you the stuff. We got this one, this pumpkin, these, and this. So that's what we're going to be using today. I also pulled out this little sticker set. I used it previously, I believe. This came in a D sachet. We use this little go. So if we need, but I want to kind of stay cohesive to one theme versus a random lot of themes. So let's see. And again, these are little album journal books. Like say you went to the pumpkin patch with your niece or nephew or your cousin, your kids, or the Haunted Halloween Castle, the Hayride, the Haunted Halloween, the Haunted Hayride or whatever. So I want to cover up this B, okay, first. So I think these are more the vibe that we're going for. Yeah. All right. They have little kitty cats on here. Okay. You want to use Beware. Okay. And now I think because some of these stickers that I showed you are dimensional stickers. I'm gonna use this one right here. I want to use these too, not today, but I think I want to use these because these are thick. We can make a few craft projects out of it. So I think Hobby Lobby has officially put up their Christmas stuff. I know they had fall stuff the last time I went, but I want to say that they have their Christmas stuff up now. And I need to go there because I'm looking for something specific for Christmas, and I feel like they will have it already. All right, so we're going to use another word over here, and I think we're going to go with shrieking, shrieks, shrieks and screams. Now, you all know that I am not into scary stuff. I like Halloween, crafting. I do not watch Halloween movies during Halloween time. I feel like a fraud. I feel like I'm being dethroned as a spooky person because I'm not. Like I like crafting it. I like sharing the things that I do with my friends, but I'm not a scary movie person. I am a scary person when it comes to scary movies. So we do not watch scary movies. And by we, I mean I, okay? I'm going to put a little ghost over here. Yeah, that's not my thing. I like hearing people say, "Oh, I watched this scary movie yesterday. It was so cool." I love that for other people. I'm just not that person. Okay. I do think we're going to use this one right here. So this has more pinks and purple or purple hues, mauve. So I don't, I want to keep the orange and green situation, okay? Except for this one banner. Because I feel like this piece is better. Okay. Have you ever pulled out a sticker sheet? Has 1,000 stickers on it you've used too? That is usually me, and I am trying to um, get out. I don't like spiders, y'all. Did I ever tell y'all that? I believe Charlotte's Web is. Oh no 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 no. Charlotte's probably my most favorite. Oh, never mind. She's my most favorite spider, right? Um, but I'm not a big spider person. That tape is this thick. All right, so now let's go ahead and move on over here. We're gonna keep these fairly flat as best as possible, and because I want to do some other stuff to it. Okay, so we got Book of Spells. And see how this orange, I mean, Halloween is orangey, right? But I feel like the orange just kind of, the orange and the stickers and all that stuff kind of go better together. And we're going to use this little moth right here. This is when I had my, I wish that I had my little bread butter thing because this one's big. I needed a big one. Not complaining. I just wanted to be a little bit smaller to do some of the stuff. So we're going to put our candle here. And our familiar on this page. He looks so tired of us. I think our pets are, if you have a pet and you've ever called them, they're like, "What? What now? Why do you keep calling me?" If it's not about food, don't bother me because I'm tired. I'm sleeping, I'm lounging. And I know a lot of people when they're cats, especially their cats, most and dogs too, are like laying on them, they don't get up. I'm like, "No, I have to use the restroom. I am not about to let Nicholas be the cause of me needing a shower, okay?" Mm-mm. Okay. Let's see. This dang spider. Let's do this. All right. All right. So let's see. see if we can't get the Grim Reaper off of this back easier than we did the other one. There we go. Now we have those spider webs. Okay. And let's put a sentiment down here. Let's do eek. No, let's not. It needs to be another one. Not eek. Or we can do bat. These bats look a little bit dangerous. Like they're trying to bite us or something. Yeah. All right, I think that's where we're going to stop for now. And we'll come back and finish it up. I want to make some tags. I want to put a few little things. I thought about making some flip ups and stuff like that. So we do have enough for that because we can take these pieces and create some flip pieces for it. But I didn't want, I was looking at my upload time, amount of videos, and I've been going over the amount of time that I want to go over. I don't mind doing over on Tuesdays because that's my normal stream time, but I don't want to go over every day because that's not okay with me. So I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed the process that we've gotten so far. I say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.